Hey there, dear Runeterra community, and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video. I'm, of course, yours truly, Love Giant, and today we are playing another meta deck, another deck that you can use to climb up in ranked, and it is a variant of Spoders. Now, Spoders come in many different ways. There is another deck that I'm gonna play soon, by the way, that you can see right here already, a little spoiler alert, which is Arachnophilia, but there is also another meta deck currently floating about. Now, even more that ever since Burn aggro got nerfed, even though it's still pretty relevant and it still works, which is fucking annoying, by the way. But there's another deck that just works awesome early game and that also transitions insanely well into the late game, and that is Endure Spiders, or as I like to call it, Endure Spoders. Now, what is this all about? The reason why I wanted to play this particular version of Spoders is because I really fucking love Kalista. Kalista is a fucking amazing hero, and that's why I bought her pretty much early on, but then I found out she's actually not that viable in the meta. Currently, it seems there are not really, like, the decks that you can play around her are a little bit weak for the most part, at least what I've played so far. I think you can play her with ephemerals, however, that would be pretty damn neat, but other than that, she is a little bit underwhelming, I feel, and a little bit not as good. But there's a deck which is called Endure Spoders, and that works really well. As you can see, it's basically an entire Shadow Isles version, or an entire Shadow Isles deck, with a little bit of Freljord splashed in. I can show you the curve right here. We are basically pretty good in the early game, in the early stages of the game. Now, as I said, that Burn aggro has been nerfed, this deck deals really well if you draw good in the early game. But this is also a deck that really shines in the mid game, when you like transition over to the mid game, and then in late game you can just completely annihilate the enemy, because this deck relies on you basically stalling until you reach late game, until you reach your big 3 creatures, but we get to that in a little bit. So, for the beginning of the game, we basically play like Spoders. We have the Hapless Aristocrat, you know, this guy is a 1/1 and has the last breath ability of summon a Spiderling, which is also a 1/1, so he replaces himself. Pretty good jump blocker. We have Warden Spray with another last breath ability. Create in hand another last breath follower from any region that costs 3 or less. If you get a cost to cask, it's a little bit shitty, but everything else is pretty damn good. You can also get an Undying with him, which is pretty damn neat. We have the Avaricin Sentry, which is also a pretty good early game drop. Last breath, draw 1. And then, of course, you know, when you play Spoders, of course you play Elise, because Elise is the Spider Queen, obviously. When she attacks, you summon an attacking Spiderling, and when you have 3 or more spiders, then she transitions into Spider Queen Elise, which gives all other spiders Challenger and Fearsome, which is pretty damn good. And if you have another Elise copy in hand, you can use her Elise's Crawling Sensation, which is a slow spell, and if an ally died this round, summon 2 Spiderlings and shuffle an Elise into your deck. Pretty self-explanatory right here. Then, of course, at the beginning, for the mid game, we have, or for the early game as well, depends. Maybe for the late game, mostly for the late game, if we don't have much cards in hand, because, you know, we just want to dump our hand on the board, basically, if we have it, which is Glimpse Beyond, kill an ally to draw 2. Awesome stuff. We have Vile Feast, which is pretty damn good. Now that Burn aggro got nerfed, this thing is your best friend in the early game. Vile Feast, drain 1, which means you also heal for 1, and you also summon a Spiderling. So, 3-for-1 special with this card. We have this guy right here, or this girl, the Blighted Caretaker, which is freaking amazing, by the way. Which, you have to kill a creature in order to summon him, and then her. And then you also summon 2 Zaplings, who are ephemeral, which means they die at the end of the turn you play them on. They have Challenger, which obviously you can choose which enemy unit it blocks, or attacks, rather. And it's also a 2/1. So, pretty damn good at that. And with the Blighted Caretaker, by the way, you instantly get a level up for Kalista, because Kalista levels up when she has seen 3 or more allies die. So basically what you want to do is, you want to go up for 6 manners, if you can do that. Let's say you have a Warden Spray or even a Avaricin Sentry out, then you can just play Kalista, you play the Blighted Caretaker, you have to kill 1 ally anyways. So you kill this guy, that's one thing that already died on your side, and then of course you have the 2 Zaplings. Now, even if the enemy decides not to trade, they are still gonna die since they are ephemeral. So at the end of turn, you basically have a leveled up Kalista, which is pretty damn nice. And what a level up Kalista is like is pretty damn scary. Each round, the first time I attack, revive an attacking ephemeral copy of the strongest... That's interesting, thank you very much, game. Each round, the first time I attack, revive an attacking ephemeral copy of the strongest dead allied follower. This round, we are bonded and it takes damage for me. So even if they decide to block or potentially try to kill off Kalista, they can't. Because whatever she summons with her ability, that creature is gonna take the damage for her. So the only way they can basically deal with the Kalista is obviously through spells, or if they have vulnerable or a challenger and just, you know, drag her right in, and we don't have any answer for that. That's the only way they can kill a Kalista. If we attack, there is no way they can actually kill her, which is pretty damn neat. Wraithcaller. This is a really cool thing, by the way, that it didn't happen in one of the games, which is kind of sad, but what I actually got going was, the enemy killed a Wraithcaller. And this was the strongest dead ally. So every time Kalista attacked, she summoned a Wraithcaller. And the hilarious thing about the Wraithcaller is allegiance. Summon a Mistwrath. Allegiance obviously is when you summon this, it gets its allegiance bonus if the top card of your deck matches its region. And since we have, this is a Shadow Isles card, and we have 35 Shadow Isles cards in the deck. So it's pretty likely that the top deck is going to be from Shadow Isles. And if it happens, then we summon a Mistwraith. And that also counts. If Wraithcaller is in your graveyard and the strongest dead ally, Kalista is gonna revive the Wraithcaller, and you also get the allegiance bonus from him if that Wraithcaller gets summoned with Kalista, which is pretty damn awesome. So you have another attacker. This one is obviously a Mistwrath. It's fearsome, and when I'm summoned, grant other allied Mistwraiths everywhere +1/+0. And as far as I know, by the way, this thing is gonna be ephemeral when you summon her with Kalista, but the Mistwraith ain't. So this guy is on the board, and it sticks on the board. Then we have the Neverglade Collector, which is just an amazing card. We have a 2 of that. When another ally dies, drain 1 from the enemy nexus. Basically a buffed up version of the little girl. How's she called? Shadow Prankster, of course, which is a 0/3. And also only deals damage. This one, however, also heals you, but of course it's a little bit more expensive. Withering Wail, deal 1 to all enemies, heal your nexus for 3. Awesome stuff. We have Atrocity. Kill an ally to deal damage equals to its power to anything. We can also use that as a finisher. We can use that to kill off maybe a level up Kalista and deal 5 damage to the Nexus, because we can deal that damage to anything on the board. We have Brood Awakening, which is, you know, any good Spoder deck needs to have a Brood Awakening. Summon 3 Spiderlings, then grant Spoder allies +1/+0. Basically, just get an ELISE leveled up right away, and also give your Spoders a little bit of a damage boost. And then, as you can see, we have so many low-level creatures. Everything is set to trigger something when it dies. Like this thing, you have to, if you want to play it, you have to kill it. This thing, obviously, you need to kill stuff in order to get it buffed up. This thing drains, which means it deals damage and also heals you, so, you know, you survive a little bit longer. You have a Rosen Sentry, who has an awesome trigger when he dies, Warden Spray, and Hapless Aristocrat as well. So pretty much everything in this deck, what you want to do is you want to get favorable traits. Like, if you trade into something, it's good if it dies, but it doesn't have to. But as long as your creature die, then you're doing the right job, because at the end you want to drop down a They Who Endure, which is a 6 mana creature. It's a 1/1 overwhelm, which doesn't sound as overwhelming, pun intended, but the amazing thing, the amazing kicker is right here. When I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each ally that has died. And since you summon so many Spoders, not only with the Hapless Aristocrat, also with the help of the Blighted Caretaker, from Wild Feast you get a Spiderling. From Brood Awakening you get 3 Spiderlings. With Elise's ability right here, Elise's Crawling Sensation, you get 2 Spiderlings. So you have a lot of Spoders. And also, by the way, the Blighted Caretaker also summons 2 Zaplings. They also die at the end of the turn, so that's 2 more. Everything in the early to mid-game revolves around you setting up a board, trading into enemies. They don't have to kill it, but as long as but if you trade, it's cool, but they don't have to. As long as something on your side of the board dies, then you're doing the right job, because at the end, you can have a freaking amazingly, hilariously huge They Who Endure. And that is the whole fun behind this deck, basically. Kalista is just nice with the whole archetype, obviously, and ELISE as well, obviously. And ELISE also, you know, buffs up your Spoders, gives them fearsome, gives them challengers, so you are bound to make more favorable trades on your side. And then, as one-offs, we have Vengeance, kill a unit, pretty straightforward, and of course a Rasa the Sunderer. I fucking love this guy. Kill the 2 weakest enemies if an ally died this round. We have a one-off of that because this thing comes obviously into play in the late game. We have Night Harvest right here, which killed the 2 weakest enemies if an ally died this round. And since we play a deck that basically revolves around everything around us dying, then Wrath of the Thunderer almost gets triggered. That's not even a question, basically. And he's a 7/5, so he's a pretty good body. He's pretty beefy, he makes a lot of damage, and obviously works well also with They Who Endure. So yeah, that is the deck tech. And I gotta say, we got some pretty beefy, pretty nice games in this one. So yeah, just kick back, relax, and see how you... And hope you're gonna enjoy the games. So have fun with this little Endure Spoders deck. Game 1 against... I'm gonna pronounce that. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that. That's what she said. Alright. Got the Neverglade Collector, right? A Whistle, but... I'm gonna mulligan all. Nah, I'm gonna keep the Glimpse. Definitely gonna keep the Warden Spray, because a 1-drop is always nice to have. Would have loved the Hapless a little bit more, but I mean, you know, you... The Card Lord giveth and the Card Lord taketh. Something like that. Got good old Razizzle. Ooh, and Calistizzle. Alright then. He's not gonna block. Because he got that precious pet going on. Of the best early game drops. Jesus Christ, okay, he's going ham. Goddamn. We're gonna float that mana, we can get Callista out, so that's always good. We drew like shit though. That's for sure, we drew like absolute crap. But actually I got... Yeah. Let's get some life back too. He could have dropped another one right here with the 3 mana that he's having, but I'm just want to make sure that I actually can get something back here. That's alright. Oh yeah, I forgot it's not even Spoders, it's freaking Katayasuo. Ugh. Yeah. Not a good sign. Ooh, there he is. I think I'm gonna float the mana so I can get Brood Awakening out. Seems fair. I'm gonna take the bait, I guess. Actually, no. Yeah, float the mana for Brood Awakening. I think he knows what I'm trying to do. Well, at least I got Vengeance. But... Well, I can't use Brood Awakening now because, you know, fucking this guy has to go off the board next turn. That's for sure. Stop complaining and take it like a man. Jesus Christ. Okay, I got the shittiest... Oh well. Actually, nah, I think it's alright. Yeah, with the Blighted Caretaker, it might not be as bad, actually. I can use 2 mana. Spell mana, that is. Or just play the Chariot, actually. Because Chariot with, Blighted Caretaker is kind of funny. Because I want him to use up some mana, because he probably has the Nye in his deck. To keep this shit on the board. I don't want that to happen. He can take 2 mana if he stuns her. The Paralyzing Gaze. It's still enough mana for Deny. Does he has it is the question now. Risk it for the biscuit. That's a Deny. Or that.
If the journey doesn't get you the road, mate.
Okay. Not too shabby though. I'm almost there. Yeah, okay. Caretaker coming in. She's gonna level up.
Maybe I do have
It's a good time. But she's on 4 HP, so he can kill him. Good shit. I like it.
Everyone's a garden. The wrong shall find their vengeance.
God, I hate Yasuo.
things never.
Such an annoying little shit. It's gonna die anyway, so might as well get some card draw out of it. Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Interesting, interesting. I could play a Rasa, but I won't do anything against his freaking Spoder front right there. We could set up... That would work, actually. Into Caretaker. Let's see. Because if we attack with them, we also get the Shark Chariot. Which is neat. Wraithcaller would be cool, but I don't think we can actually... Well, no, we can't play him. He's gonna have some way to protect him. Ironically, this is the this procs twice because we attack with them, and obviously because it's yeah, it's the most high value creature we have in the graveyard apparently. That's all right. Yeah, okay, thank you. You could have twin disciplines. He could have it a Nye. No, he doesn't have it anymore actually, so let's get rid of this F face. Gonna play her again right away. Probably the wrong call. Oh hell yeah! Oh my yes. Okay, I'll take that. But I'm gonna take Brood Awakening first, however, because you know we are crazy like that. Or I'm gonna play the Wraithcaller. Do we play the Wraithcaller? Let's play the Wraithcaller. And okay, we are lucky. We get the Mistwraith. Got that 4/4. Yeah, sure. The Brood has awakened, my friend.
We strike now.
You have awoken the demon, young Padawan. It's actually funny to get the Wraithcaller back, because, you know, I got that once where I got the Wraithcaller, and then I just recalled the Wraithcaller over and over again. Got pretty good reception, basically. Okay. Got that 12 mana on him. But I got Rasa. Apparently it's still the highest value that I got in the graveyard, which is kind of shitty. Getting Rasa would be neat.
Wrong move.
Just got It would still be enough for Rasa, to be honest, but... It's 2 damage we're not gonna get through. This kills that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think that's alright. Also buffs this one up to 15-15. Right? 16-16 actually. Yeah. Because 3 creatures die on our side. But yeah, we're gonna play Rasa. Now, that's not that bad. You can deny that. No hard feelings, bruh. I love Kalista. When you have leveled her up, it's so good. It's so good. It's 16-16, man. Do we play this, actually? Or do we get crazier? Let's get crazy, man. Let's get crazy. Because Rasa doesn't make much sense here. Because, you know, it just kills like 1 spiderling, basically, so that's not much value. This one is way funnier. Because we can potentially also buff up They Who Endure even further.
No going back.
Ah, that's cute. Ah, that's actually really cute, man. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
They're afraid. They should.
Ooh. Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it, man. Do it, man.
Never know what killed them.
I endure, my boy. I endure. Oh, yes. Ah.
Never play fair.
Let's go super dumb. Give me more. Hell yeah.
Quick as the blade.
Champ blocker. Yep. They who endure eventually win. They did. They did. Ah, it's so satisfying. So satisfying. So good. Going into game 2 against Sandy. Actually the same deck again. Probably. Zanian. So that's what's new on the newest hottest mess on the on the block, eh? Do we get I'm gonna Respectable. But yeah, apparently that's the new kid on the block, eh? That fucking Yasuo Katarina nonsense. Sure thing.
Get me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
Right. He could block. Especially if it has like the it could be elusive.
Move, go.
Mostly. Cause that thing. I don't know if that is in the deck. Like if that is supposed to be in the deck that we just faced, you know, if it's the same thing. Not entirely sure about that.
D for 2.
You can go in. 1 damage. Like, but yeah, if he has the recall guy, then that was actually kind of insane. Okay, he doesn't. Let's play Callistizzle. And then next turn, we're gonna use Blighted Caretaker on him. So I'm just gonna go in face with this guy. I could go face with... Is it a bait? It could be a bait. Let's not take it, because he floats 5 mana. That could be some shit. We can actually easily level her up with Caretaker next turn. And if you can't deal with Kalista then, you know, it's just easy. He's floating so mana. He doesn't play anything, but he floats so much mana, like... I was a little bit scared there. Maybe it was the right play. We never know. I actually love this guy's voice lines. He just sounds like so like, fuck. That's what I love about this guy.
There you are.
This thing has so many problems, man. That's what I love it. Oh, I love it. Could use atrocity actually next turn. Okay. To kill off Yasuo. Or just get it denied. Which is probably what's gonna happen. But I don't want to kill her. That's the thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play her. Do we get lucky? We do. We do. We do, as they say. I have to attack with her, right? Yeah. Kinda sucks.
Come this way.
Oh, he deals 3 damage. Little son of a bitch. Alright.
This isn't part of the trick.
Kill some creatures with you. I'm really into drawing. I mean draining that Yasuo. Just a little bit, so I can get him into grasp range. Sounds good. See if he denies that. If he does, it's no big deal.
My saplings.
Seems flare. Didn't get the Sparling, but it's not too bad. So we got him down to 13. Yasuo is down to 1 H Pizzle. He's not really leveled up. But it's even more concerning. I could use... If he doesn't manage to level him up now, I could use Atrocity, or just do this, to kill off Yasuo. We're not in the... Oh, we are in the clear, actually. Yeah. What are they gonna do with Drunken Yasuo? That's gonna... Probably gonna get denied. He has a deny. Oh, I can't use Atrocity. Feels bad, man. Yup. Obviously. Wonder who saw that coming. Slay this guy. You sure about that, dude? You don't seem too thrilled. Like, the cool thing is he dies from everything, but the problem is he has denies. And if he denies her again, by the way, I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. You better not stun her, you fuck. Well, that's the best I can draw. Cool shit, man. What you got? I got Atrocity, dude. You're dying. That guy, if you don't get a deny, he's dead. So he probably has a deny. He's out of the night. Can I keep her that way? Because it actually deals damage to the Mist Wraith. So Callista doesn't even die. Yeah. Use. All right. You just suck, bro. You just goddamn suck. So hard. We can set up They Who Endure. He's down to 5 HP actually, I just realized that. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, let's get that guy up. You don't sound too convincing. I hate to break it to you.
Life and death on the blade's edge.
Yeah, I still have
Escapes my
this. If he decides to kill her. It's the only time where she's actually vulnerable, where when we can't attack. Alright, let's kill her. And we get the card draw from him. So, oh yeah. How much do we got? Solid.
No one is promised tomorrow.
Fuck that guy.
light the signal fires.
Daddy likes it. Daddy likes it a lot. Hell yeah. Let's buff up They Who Endure a little bit more, shall we? Yeah. I like the sound of that. I don't give a shit, man. I got another one. I got another one. Just gonna drop that one. Just gonna drop that.
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
Unless you got another way to deal with her.
Rough technique. Good results.
Return to us.
Good old collector. Nice.
Face me, Shorthorn.
Welcome to try.
Welcome to try? What? Sure.
Scared stiff.
We shall return.
11 damage coming in if he attacks right away,
Time to work.
which he does. Okay. Then we're gonna drop this. Can also use a Warden's Prey. So this thing definitely doesn't get jiggled from Minotaur. It's a 17-17, my dude. It's They Who Endure Day, my dudes.
There's always a way out.
Lame.
What does he want from me? I go where the road takes
Have fun. Ah, fuck, he's gonna stun her. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. I should have drawn. But I couldn't, I had no mana. Fuck me. Okay, let's see if we can salvage this somehow.
Big blade for a little warrior.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Could help. Let's drop her so we make sure we have to block her. Potentially.
Now who's got the upper hand? You dare!
Sadly, yes. Sadly, yes. I can kill this thing off now, which is good. Then I think I'm gonna use Withering Wail, so just I can get some health back. If he blocks that, it's alright, because I'm just gonna use Withering Wail then. Okay. I really want to get some HP back. What?
Here's our chance.
Well, technically, now Yasuo should deal damage to this thing. Right? Technically, because it's freaking recalled. That's some bullshit.
Fast strikes.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
I thought you'd run.
Underestimate. I dare you. Hush now.
Is it done? Did I win? Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I do bite.
Clutch, my dudes. Clutch. Who even drives automatic? Go for the clutch. And that's why you go for the clutch. God, that deck's fucking annoying as shit, man. It's almost as annoying as freaking burn aggro. Well, at least you get games going, though. Next against Fulhelm Knight. Lee Sin Ezreal. Freaking Ionia's coming in strong in this meta, apparently. Got Calistizzle. I'm gonna get rid of the Glimpse Beyonds. For now. That's really bad. Yep. I don't like it. I don't like it none. That's alright, okay. Slowly getting into it. Slowly getting into this one. Throw your removal at it, my boy. We have to play around Deny again, by the way. Which is never a good thing. Because Deny is just for people who just don't want to have fun. You know, they're just completely against it.
Skill and grace to tear your breath away.
Or so you say. So you say, so I'm gonna drain your breath away. Nice. So now... Ooh. But I don't have anything to actually trigger her, so I'm just gonna get down with the Callous Thistle. Good thing is we don't have to fear Grasp. You know, the 5 mana, deal 3 damage to a unit. So Callous Thistle doesn't have to fear that, which is good. Let's see if he double blocks here and is extremely stupid. No. He read the text from Callous Thistle, I assume. He's like, wait, no. Nah, I'm not gonna be an idiot. Nah. Kind of a shame, but I can actually get this thing to trigger next turn if he doesn't just attack with this, which he probably will. Because again, these people don't like fun. I think I'm gonna play Warden's Prey, by the way. So I float exactly 3 manners. I could play ELISE, but I'm just missing that one spoiler. Withering Wail also is not as good at the moment. It kills 1 and it damages this, but just for 1, so it's a 1/1. It's like, could be better. He's 6 manners, so it takes a little bit of time for him until he comes down. This is a freaking obnoxious ass combo though, that's for sure. And he's good at stalling at the moment. Ooh, hello.
That egg, did it move?
Bunch of 1/1s. Bunch of 1/1s. Oh, I could have dropped the Neverglade. That would have been better, I think. I'm a little bit, gotta say, I'm a little bit greedy to get that ELISE down though. Mystic Shot? Maybe. But now I'm even further away
I must get out of here.
from getting that ELISE down. Probably a Mystic Shot. I was about to say, what did I tell you? Has to be a Mystic Shot. Are you done soon? Thank you. Jesus. So what is it? The shot of mysticism? Every time they do this, I die a little bit inside. Because of the fucking anticipation. Drop that Drop that ELISE, I don't give a shit anymore. Fuck that. Fuck that nonsense, now we're not playing around anymore. What is it? Thank you. Jesus Christ, man, took you long enough. Actually, I think I'm gonna... Nah, I'm gonna wait.
With quiet steps, the dragon approaches.
Now I think I'm gonna drop it. 0 manners on him. We get a little bit of HP back.
Raindrops.
Not the whole value, but you know, that's not the point. We just want to diminish his damage a little bit so we can get better trades off. Hello. Hello, ELISE. We don't have a really big Dehu Endure as of now, but maybe we can get a little bit. Maybe we can get that a little bit in.
They cannot hide.
Of course, you have to be like that.
Can't stop me.
still survives though. Sure. Can't kill Azrael with anything when I use Atrocity, which is atrocious. I give him that. I also want to give him the Wild Feast on the freaking Shadow Assassino. I love this guy's decisiveness, that's for sure. Actually, we didn't draw as we draw like shit at the moment, which kind of sucks. I mean, might as well, right? Actually, wait. Doesn't have a deny. Oh, well, he might, but he can't use it. Something to buff up his HP. Twin Disciple Disciplines or something? Maybe. And once again, I like this guy's decisiveness. Jeez, gotta move on, man.
We must all make sacrifices.
That happened. Can I draw into something kinda neat? That's something.
I will play my part.
That's probably gonna die real soon.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, cause he does that shit.
That egg, did it move?
Quite the dish, aren't you?
Pretty much so. So you can remove her. See if he switches targets.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually for Lee Sin. Yeah. To level up that guy. Levels up Ezreal, yup.
Check me out.
But he switched targets. Can't use this though. Ah, boy, it's rough.
You can see the Nebastian border from here.
Not a good time.
I must get out of here.
Because he also doesn't kill anything, which sucks a lot. Because that's basically the point. And they are not a threat. All those 1/1s.
You dare!
Anything that does more than 1 damage, basically, that's what he decides to block. How much do we have? It's not enough. But I can get this going. Unless there's a deny. Yeah, 8/8 ain't enough, actually. That's gonna be a fun turn next round. God damn, man.
Nest, hatch, feed.
And kill. I'm gonna wait one more turn. Then maybe drop it next turn. Alright, stay who endure. I get it. It's time to drop. It's time to drop the day who endure. Even though it could be better. Well, we just drew shit and it didn't do what he was supposed to, and that is kill my freaking creatures. Goddamn. Goddamn. Goddamn, he's annoying. Well, that was that.
They never stop. I'll see this through.
All right. The one time Ezreal stumps us. Shitty deck. That he played, that is. Next game against Yul Z. Fucking Ionia again. Lux Karma. It's the spell meta. Ooh. It's kind of neat. A little bit early. That's what she said. I can get behind that. It's alright. It's just, why did they have to nerf burn aggro? I mean, it's kind of good because it was obnoxious to play against when it wasn't me. But against decks like this, goddamn, it would be amazing. Because it would be just like, oh yeah, you know, that late game that you're trying to build up. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
See the Nebastian border from here.
Oh yeah, it's probably for the better.
I gotta get out of here.
No, you stay there, dude. You're good. You're good. I appreciate the effort. It's good early game drops. Drops? Yeah, drops and draws. Both. Remembrance. Alright. Yep.
That egg. Did it move?
Let's go for the prey.
I wanna go home. Strange.
Ooh. I like that. I'd buy that for $1. Ooh, this is gonna be neat, actually. It's gonna be really neat. Ah, neat. My dude's neat. That's what you call upon in your time of need. I think you're actually still better off to just kill this thing. Because you know of the whole scout tag. So I'm actually kind of good with him. Blocking that.
Signal fires.
Okay, got the chump blocker. One spray.
For me.
And then buffer bar on dying. The Honduras looking good by the second. Oh. 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 Ugh! The game's just being... the game's being so good to me now. Damn. That's a sight for sore eyes, for sure. Oh, I like it.
Catherine, to the field. Just leave me alone.
Hell yeah. His board looks a little bit scary just because of this shit. That's true. But we are looking just Great. Actually, no, wait. I'm not gonna drop that yet. Let's see.
Fuse is lit.
Might drop it next turn, because, you know, we still have the two saplings that can potentially also attack. Or just trade off.
Slow down, will you?
Yeah, which we might need. And we also flow 3 mana. So that's always a bonus. And we are in They Who Endure range. Or do we play... We can play both. Ah, well, not quite. Yeah, because I still have to kill something.
Ooh, fresh soil.
4, 5, 6, 1 is gonna die. So I'm not gonna get the full value. I could play it, though. I could.
With my
Threading the needle here is what this is. Threading the needle. Just a little bit. The good thing is I can actually, like, attack him with the sapling and attack her with the sapling, and then maybe get a little bit of... Get a Withering Whale. That would help out. Actually, because these things are really annoying because they have life-bound things that they can potentially summon. Which is shit. To be honest, it's fucking shit. It's garbage. And we don't want that. So that's gonna be 10. Like a 10-10. 11, 12, 13.
Run while you can.
My saplings.
We're looking at 13 damage, however. It's kind of scary. So let's diminish that just a little bit. And then summon a Brood Awakening, get this thing even bigger. Ooh. Peace to the hardcore. Please play a creature. Please play a creature. Aw. Feels bad, man. I could use Atrocity to kill this. With Undying. I'm gonna wait on that though. And he has Deny. Hashtag never forget.
We can do this.
Sure.
Nothing to fear.
Sure. Level up!
My true beauty is
It's beneath the skin. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm setting in for another Brood Awakening and then just get this thing even bigger. Aww. Why? They were like best buddies or something. Yeah. I could use Brood Awakening again, get this thing even beefier, but I think it's gonna be a little bit critical at this point, so I'm just gonna drop down Dehu Endure. For an 1818. Ugh! Great shit, dude! Great shit, dude! Great shit. Ooh, this is life. Ooh, it's lifesteal. Oh! Oh! What am I ever gonna do? Not giving a shit, that's what. Not giving a shit. Nah. I think I'm gonna play a Wraithcaller. Wraithcaller into Brood Awakening sounds kind of neat, but it also depends on what he plays, obviously. He's 2 out of 6.
You will be scoured from this land.
I think I can take that. Didn't get lucky. So we know the next card isn't a Shadow Isles card. So hey, it might be an ELISE or something. We can still use Brood Awakening and Wild Feast. Vile Feast. And while we feast, we're gonna see what happens. We might not be in lethal range just yet, by the way. So there's that. For him. Okay. Time for Brood Awakening. Getting the board, expanding the board just a little bit. I don't know if he tapped out yet. Maybe, baby. But yeah, we're gonna attack with this first, because if he blocks a Dehu Endure with the Radiant Guardian, then he gets the 5 HP, and then the rest, like the 5 HP gets applied right away, and then the rest can just go in for face value and maybe for the win, hopefully for the win. Well then. $36 damage. Coming right at your doorstep. Ah, life, man. Life is funny sometimes. Yes! Basically 36 damage to the face. Sounds like fun. Seems flair. Lovely.